everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Reincarnated. Last time, we had started in here doing a little bit of a test with the, golems. The... Why am I blinking on the name? Um, the Magicule golems and the Adamantite ones. So basically, as it turns out, you can basically go in the order that they're listed here, and the Adamantite ones are going to be the strongest. That's where we started. We did a couple other little addendum tests as far as I think it was with the angel specifically. We're in the test world, so we're going to continue on with that. Because once again, I am recording this little clip at night. But anyways, after that, we returned to the real world, and we more or less back to where we were legitimately. Minus a cup, minus some magicules that got spent reacquiring skills after the update. So, Mysticism and TR Angels have now officially merged. TR Angels is now taken out. Why, why is that there? Moth Egg at the very end. I don't recognize that. I don't think I've seen that before. Anyways, Angels, that mod is being discontinued, is now officially part of Mysticism, so I have removed it as we were having some problems. And at the time of this little clip here, it is still the same night that I recorded the rest of last video, so there has not been an update to try and fix some of them. But hopefully by the morning when I record the rest of this, there will be. Because somehow Mysticism updating has broken Raphael. Because Raphael's learning boost is no longer working. I actually have a different entire test profile setup where everything else is the same, but I did not update Mysticism. And in that world, literally everything else is identical. Frieren is still working as intended. But for whatever reason, Mysticism updating got rid of Frieren's learning points, which is a bit strange. Plus, it added 7 new uniques and 12 new ultimates. We tried to show off 2 of the ultimates. And in fact, one of said ultimates in the form of Beelzebub, Gourmet's evolution, we're going to try and get legitimately. Technically right now, it is not legitimate. We have Gourmet mastered, but we don't actually have Defender, which we also need. And for that, we need a shield, and we need to block a silly amount of damage. But whenever I head back into the real world, you'll see I've already done some work there. Anyways, other than that, it was Engorger's ultimate we were testing out, where both modes of the skill end up doing exactly the same thing, which is not what either of those modes is really supposed to do fully. Or technically, one of them works in part. It works like Absorb and Dissolve, where it will eat whatever's in your hand and give you magicules. But it's also supposed to be able to eat low health enemies. Although whenever you activate it, it also automatically puts on Engorger's strength buff, that's supposed to be the other mode. So the other mode and that one both do the same thing, except the one that's only supposed to hurt opponents or eat opponents that are weak, which in that world, as soon as that buff gets activated, I can't weaken an opponent because they will just die. So it kind of makes it hard to use. So I have to be careful with it. I think I'm going to end up having to, if I want to test it out fully to make sure it's fully broken, I'm going to have to turn off every skill, beat a mob to like 1 HP, and then try it. I think is the only way to do it. But that's Androphagus or something like that. I don't remember. It's something like that. And then Beelzebub, I went over briefly. Apparently, it's Defender, Guardian mixed with Beelzebub, or mixed with Gourmet. Gourmet is a very good skill. Apparently, it's more or less just those 2 skills added together. Some of the numbers are supposed to be a little bit higher. Like, it says it's supposed to give you 30 extra armor pieces, but it only gives you 15. Like, everything in this update feels like it's still work in progress, or at least the stuff we've seen so far. There is a lot more to it, though, that we're going to be going over today. I'm just hoping there's going to be like a day 1 fix to some of it. Anyways, that's enough rambling about what happened last time, I think. Today, since I'm in the test world, there's something I want to do as far as races go. Blah, my tongue does not work. Um, and we're going to need to be an angel. Because there's something in the angel evolution line we have not seen. And then there's something I'm almost sure it's going to be in the demon tree, but I'm not 100% sure what point in it yet, because the mysticism races, or the angels races and mysticism races on the new mysticism wiki aren't up yet. At time of recording this, I went back and they just added the angels tree to the wiki, so I'm not entirely sure. But since I know how to do the angel one, let's just do it. So we're going to pull out race reset, and we need to be the lesser angel from this one. This is the now mysticism angel. So select this race. Once again, it looks like it's just going to be starting with tier 2 light magic, possession. All of that looks the same. Light transform. I don't remember if we started with that one before, but probably. So we have possession. We're going to head back to the overworld real quick. And we need to be, I believe, a greater angel for this, which is to say we need one more evolution. So let's Tensura Force Evo. Tensura, edit me, Force Evo. No, not Demon Lord. Race, Greater Angel. Cool. That gives you some extra things, and from here we can become an Archangel, and from there... Why did I not have the option to fall there? Is this how the Darkness Core works now? You can't use that. I pulled this thing out because it's supposed to turn a fallen angel into a fallen. But I don't know what that means. I don't know if fallens are fully in yet. There's... if I can search through race here for TR mysticism, and you can see... Where is it? Fallen. It's in Fs. Also, something with spirits. You now can't go from lesser spirit to pixie. Pixies still exist, and they think they have an evolution line, but I don't know how to get to it. Also, they're in the wiki, but not in the mod themselves. Interesting. Yeah, that's strange. Anyways, you have Fallen in here, which is apparently separate from the Fallen Seraphim, Fallen Lord Angels tree. But I'm not entirely sure how. Also, I think there's a Fallen and a Lesser Fallen versus the Lesser Fallen Angel. It is our Fallen Lesser Angel. I don't know. There's more to it that I don't quite understand, but sure. A Greater Angel. We'll try and figure that out in a moment. Now we need an Okami. Like, we fought and accidentally tamed one of these. Or I say accidentally, I think I did it on purpose. One of these things while we were doing some other test. And if I possess one, Calamity Monsters, Beast Transform has been acquired, Self-Regeneration has been acquired. You feel yourself being incarnated. You became a Tengu. So, essentially, we are a light spirit that went traveling into the world, and we found a beast folk and possessed them, and now we are considerably stronger, actually, and we are a Tengu, and we can become a Tengu Saint, which is going to require us to kill bosses and some other stuff. But we automatically keep all of our light stuff, plus we get Beast Transform and Self-Regen for free. So that's all pretty cool. And then from here, I think this is a pretty short tree. So we can do Force Evo Race. Does that just work? No, it doesn't. I think I tried that before. I don't feel like going to kill bosses, so we become a Tengu Saint. Which in fact instantly gets us Ultra Speed, Regeneration, and Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is just like a very nice skill to have, so seems like a lot of these, a lot of the mysticism races end up with that, actually. And Tengu Saint, of course, is going to eventually end up at the Divine Tengu. So let's just give ourselves a little bit of extra EP. stat, EP, add 400,000, I think is enough. And from there, evolve into Divine Tengu. Divine Key Release, Spiritual Attack Resistance, and Holy Attack Resistance. I think what I saw is that most of the... any race that acquires Divinity now gets at least Divine or Spiritual Attack Resistance as a baseline. I don't remember which one added that in, actually. That could have been Annie's, it could have been Mysticism, or it could have been... well, it could have been Angels, which would now also mean Mysticism. I think it's Annie's. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, we also get Holy Attack Resistance. I'm not sure where that came from. That might be a default Tengu thing, or it could be just another thing they changed because all things now get it. But stats-wise, we're looking pretty strong. Like, that puts us above, like, the Divine Beast, doesn't it? Divine Beast. Yes, it does, by 500 points. 8 attack damage versus what are we going to do now? 10. Okay, so basically, you become like an even stronger version of Beast Folk, is essentially how the Angel into Tengu run goes. Which I think makes sense. Uh, I, the anime hasn't shown much of the Tengu village. Like, it was like one episode, and then the Tengu started sending delegations. So, I don't remember much about that. It didn't seem like it went into much detail yet, so that's about all I know. But yeah, this seems pretty powerful. This is a pretty cool one. I'm not sure if I prefer this over some of the other options. Like, this is the angel that becomes the... this eventually becomes the mysticism phantoms. I'm going to keep wanting to call them TR Angels Phantoms. Actually, this is stronger than any of the other angel evolutions in that line. So this might be better, especially with Beast Transform. I'm not sure if anything has anything to match that. Because Beast Transform is kind of just a nice skill to have. It boosts most of your stats pretty heavily. Yeah, this is kind of a cool one. Anyways, other than this, can I figure out how Fallens work? Or if Fallens are working, period. And then there's one more evolution line that I think has been added in that I want to try and get a hold of. So let me look into this a bit more. Okay, so apparently we need to be a fallen archangel to make this work. So let's go in and I guess I don't have race on here anymore. Let's do this, and we're going to turn into a TR Mysticism Fallen Archangel. I feel like there's supposed to be another way to get to this line, but this is the only one I can see for right now. From there, we can become a Fallen Cherub. That's not what we're after. We want to use the Darkness Core. You have completely lost your connection to Light attribute. And now we get Darkness Manipulation, Physical Attack Resistance, Dark Cube, Darkness, Shadowbind. That's the Tier 2 Darkness magics, and as it said, no more light for us. And we are no longer a Fallen Angel, we are now an Arc Fallen, which in turn becomes a Fallen Lord? Okay. Darkness Attack Resist, that's kind of cool. And a Fallen, Awaken as True Hero or Demon Lord. We're just going to do our usual Force Evo for Demon Lord, I think. Fallen Lord becomes a Fallen. I feel like Fallen Lord feels more imposing than just Fallen, but I don't know. Anyways, evolve, and we instantly get Dark Domination. So, 7,000 health. Hmm. I feel like Fallen Cherub is probably... this is probably about on par with the Fallen Cherub, I think. I think that's the final normal evolution for the Archangels, or for the Fallen Archangels. So, basically give up our... we didn't even get Tier 3 Dark Magic. I think we did with the other... am I thinking of the wrong angels? I might be. So, Actually, we're probably just about the same power as we were as the Fallen Archangel. Or, yeah, whatever its final evolution is called. It's probably about equal, except we've given up light for dark. So this is a pretty cool race. I still think I prefer the I prefer Annie's angels, I think. They seem cooler and more interesting. But this isn't bad. I like the thematic of being an angel that has fallen, but still possessing your light, and then fully giving that up in favor of the darkness as a choice. And apparently these things can also are found in ancient cities. So I think that's how it works. And these things, these cryptid essences, are dropped by what was it again? The moths, I think, is what it was. And they're like caterpillars that turn into them. I think those things are what drops it, and there was a different animal, I don't remember what it was. And apparently those are what you use to turn into the phantoms from other races, which is cool. Anyways, I think that's it for the angel stuff I wanted to show off because I didn't before. Or technically speaking, I think Fallen wasn't in period, so I just spammed the B button to open Tensura menu a couple of times. That was a bad idea. Is okay. I think I know how to get to what I want to do, but now there's something I need to look at first. So let's turn into a pixie. Or let's turn into a lesser spirit first, shall we? This is the first race you get when you start as a spirit. And from here, usually, or how it was before, was you could turn into a pixie. And then the pixie had the other lines to go down. But now, it's just lesser spirit all the way to elemental queen. Actually, kind of funnily, the elemental queen loses stats when it evolves, but it gets so much magic stuff that it makes up for it. So, let's let's character reset. And we cannot actually choose Pixie. Like, we have Lesser Spirit and no option for Pixie anymore. Curious if that might have been something that's added as a starting race then, and I didn't update the config for it. Although I think I totally reset the config, which means it should have automatically added it when it restarted. So, no, I don't think so. Anyways, Tensura race Pixie. Where is it? Pixie, Pixie, Pixie. There it is. From here, we can become a dryad. So, slash Tensura me. Edit me at EP. Add 2 million, because that's what we're going to need. There we go. Cool, all that. Pixies become dryads. We saw that evolution before. We get a bunch of cool stats. Chant and element, physical attack, resist, contract. I really wish I could show off this. This seems really cool, but it needs another player. Spatial nip space. Cool. I guess I'm... Wasn't I a fire dryad before? I guess dryads do have elemental choices. Either that or I wasn't supposed to be a fire dryad. And from here, we have a new evolution, the Verdant Lord, which doesn't really seem to do much. And then finally, the Divine Folieris, which gets Divine Key Release, but we're pretty weak. Yeah. So this is a race that is heavily work in progress. I can't imagine we're supposed to be this weak. Like, that was nothing compared to the normal elemental ones. Yeah, I can see why Pixies was probably taken out. This needs more time of the normal rotation. This needs more time in the oven. Oops, did not mean to punch myself. So, that's that. That's not what I was here for anyways. We are going to turn into a lesser demon. I think I'm going to need... Wait, is it not lesser Daemon? Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at the mysticism stuff right now. I think it's going to need me to be a greater Daemon, but there's a chance it's not actually the case. And I need to grab out these things. I really hope there's not a specific golem I need to be in, but just in case I'll get them all ready. What type of golem did Rimuru give to Beretta? Anyways, I have possession, right? Yes, cool. I am a lesser demon possessing an adamantite golem. You temporarily gained Magisteel body. Cool, I think that little line of dialogue is new. That didn't do anything. I am now a greater Daemon. I'm going to leave this body. Interesting that that also ate the body I was holding, or else it's in you. Orichalcum. There you go. You became a Demon Lord seed. Magisteel body has been acquired. You feel yourself being incarnated. Greater Spirit. I thought that's what Beretta was before becoming the doll. But that's what we got now. So the Beretta race is in. That's pretty cool. So yeah, Rare Beretta. I think I chose... I went with Orichalcum. Orichalcum has 800 health. So just becoming a doll actually weakens you than just possessing the normal body. But from here, we can become an arch doll. I think that's just what I'm settling on at this point. Nothing new. And then a Daemon doll, which needs us to be named and have existence points. Nothing new. And finally, not finally, next up is the Devil doll, which I need Force Evo for. Physical attack, spatial attack, I'm not sure. I don't think I'm supposed to have all those, but oh well. Oh, that automatically turned us into a Devil doll. Which does not have divinity. Okay. Which means we don't automatically get spiritual resistance. Oh, yes, we do. Never mind. Wait, did I already have Divine Key? I already had Divine Key. I probably would have gotten that. So, we are now Beretta. We are stronger than we were as the Verdant Lord's final evolution, the Divine Folieris. But still, there's definitely stronger options, like, especially with BTRN. You're not going to go for the doll route. In fact, you need to be incredibly careful not to possess a spear, or not to possess a body while a Great Lord, or while a Greater Demon, because you might just get stuck inside it. Actually, in fact, you lose possession with this way, so you can't even leave it. So, it feels like there's probably more going to get added in for this skill, or for this race, for the dolls, but oh boy, it's exciting that they're in. I like Beretta. Beretta is cool. But I think that's it for the test world. The only mod that's really changed is TR Ultima. Or, yeah, TR Mysticism, rather. And it's just the Fallen, the Dolls, and the Tengu I think we haven't looked at. Chaos Metalloid. That wasn't one of the races we just were. Chaos Metalloid can become a Chaos Metalloid. Can become a Chaos Metalloid. I think Chaos Metalloid is Beretta's final, or current evolution, right? I don't remember. Obviously, any of the dolls is going to be a form that Beretta probably had or could have had. It's just a question of which one is this. This one seems to not be working correctly. Like, this should probably be the last on the line, but it's not working right. Either that or that's working as intended, and there's some other way to get the Chaos Metalloid. Like, do you specifically need... Uh... Hmm. There might be a case that you specifically need a certain unique skill, Beretta's unique skill. I looked it up, and that's actually Reverser, I think. Now, you might need to be a Chaos element in order to get to this, somehow. I don't know. Some of the mysticism stuff is actually hidden, so you can't see the evolution. It'll pop up under the right circumstances. Which is cool, but difficult. Also, Chaos Metalloid is definitely stronger than the other evolution. Than its last evolution. So, there's probably a way to get this legitimately. Let me look into it some more. Okay, so this is kind of the only thing I can think of, because I double-checked how this worked in the actual series, And apparently Beretta could only do this because of a reverser, so it's probably going to be the same here. You feel a new power surging within you. And in fact, I am now a Chaos doll. That's a different color than the normal Chaos, isn't it? No, I guess not. It just looks like it should feel special. And from there, we can become a Chaos Metalloid. And become a Chaos Metalloid, and become a Chaos Metalloid. Okay. So, curious if that's legitimate. If we had a skill that would evolve, if we got a skill that would revolve, if there was a skill that would evolve when we evolved, I'm curious if that's what this was for. Like, if there's something there gets stronger every time we evolve, this is supposed to be a liquid, ever-changing body, so we could evolve it ourselves multiple times to fix it, or upgrade it for free. I'm sure there might be some sort of case in which you would actually need to keep evolving into the same race repeatedly. It's either that or just thematically on point, because it's literally living metal, I think. No, I don't know. This is a cool race. It seems pretty powerful. Actually, 7,500 puts us on top of above. That does put us stronger than the baseline demons. I think we're hitting slightly weaker. Maybe. Devil Lord is where it normally levels off, and that's only 5, and we're doing 6 here. Oh no, we're so strong, we have so many extra buffs, and so many of the races are just stronger than the baseline. I'm having a hard time remembering what base is supposed to look like. But this might actually be on par with Beast Folk, and come out stronger again. Oh no. So yeah, this is a pretty cool racial line, but I think that's all I have to see. So I'll see you once again in the morning. We're going to try looking at some more of the mysticism stuff. If I'm gonna try at least 2 more of the new 12 new ultimates, I think. And if 2 more of them are just not working and nothing else is working properly, I'm going to end up probably just reverting back to the old version of mysticism. Because if this new version of mysticism isn't getting fixed soon enough, I'd rather just go on the more stable one that's working as intended. And then just kind of put this series on hiatus until a couple new add-ons get released and get updated. Words are hard. It's pretty late. I need to hop off. I'll see you in the morning. Okay, so I'm back. We're back into the real world for this segment. So, and it's once again like my normal recording time. Actually, a little bit earlier than I've been able to record the last few days. Anyways, I'm here in the end, trying to get a hold of Guardian. Defender. Here it is. We're now up to 99%, just shy of getting it. So I went ahead and made a couple of these really good shields using Degenerate and Researcher to get them above where they were supposed to be. So I broke one like this and then have this other one broken. And remember, there's a skill that lets you make infinite shields. So yeah, I used a couple of the Battle Will manuals and actually managed to get it into. So now we have Aura Shield, which is pretty cool. So basically made a couple of these, got a bunch of angry Endermen, and just let them attack me for a little bit. Which has now granted us the ability Guardian, so we can properly test out Beelzebub. What bar do I have it on? It's the bright purple and black one. There it is. So, Guardian is a new skill we have not seen, period. Stand as a bastion against the force of your enemies, absorb the damage from your allies, and fortify their defenses. Space-time domination can go away for a moment. So, grants all nearby subordinates and allies 10 armor with grant protection. Takes damage in place of their subordinates. Iron Wall grants us 15 extra armor and some knockback resistance, which increases to 40 armor when it's mastered. Cool, so I have every skill on so I can make this work. So if I just Iron Wall, 15 armor, and I'm taking a little bit of knockback because I have everything else off, but it's pretty minimal. Grant protection, I don't have any allies nearby, so that's not going to work. Does spamming this turn it on give us training points? No, I'm assuming I actually need to be near my allies and give them grant protection then. So, actually, I could just do... Really? Really? I have chosen one on. It's just deciding no, apparently. That's a bit rude, game. Where is it again? Guardian. Grant protection. Okay, one of you was made into my ally. I just don't know where they are. Fine, we'll go home and do this with our normal allies. Very rude. Also, I should toggle back on every skill. Cat, you're being just good in the window. As soon as I start recording, you're gonna try and get on my keyboard, because of course you are. Anyways, where's my serial backup? It's not here anymore. Interesting, I'll have to reset that up in a moment. I guess that's what counted when we died at one point. I didn't think it was, but sure. Anyways, grant protection. There we go. So now if we go ahead and master this real quick. Oh, it even has like little particles to say your friends have gotten stronger. Cool. What is giving me slowness? No idea. You've mastered the usage. So now when I do Iron Wall, it goes up to 45. Or, yeah, we start at 5 and then it gives us an extra 40 points. Cool. Oh yeah, I guess it's been a few days since I slept. Let's go do that real quick. So now we can actually properly showcase how Beelzebub is going to work. Because the last time I was showcasing its abilities compared to its previous form, Gourmet. I was going to say not Gourmet Gourmand, but no, I do have it the other way around. Also do that, and then we're going to go in and turn off All-Seeing Eye and Danger Sense. Anyways, we saw what this skill works like compared to Gourmet, which is to say it's basically the same skill. Like Corrosion and Predation work exactly the same way as Gourmet, except you can hold it with this skill. Then we have the new things that are granted the same way as Iron Wall, or the same way as Guardian. So right now it's just a 15 boost. I forgot to turn off Satanael and Wrath real quick. I don't really feel like having Rampage right now. It's sort of just adds some extra stuff to the screen we don't really care about right now. Anyways, I need to master Iron Wall real quick, or master this skill period real quick so that we can see its proper difference. Where am I? I just sort of started flying. There's the factory. Which, assuming this trains the same way, I should just have to spam this button a couple of times. Although, to note, we still don't have an update, so Freering's not working. Depending on how the other ultimate skills we look at work, we are probably going to revert for next time, and then that's going to be the temporary pause to the series until things are fixed. Anyways, just spam click this a couple more times. There we go. Beelzebub is now mastered. Warp Shot, I think, works just the same as Spatial Manipulation's Warp Shot, provided it doesn't work period yet. Receive, I don't think any of my subordinates have skills that we need. I think we already have everything. Yep, nothing's popping up. Predation is still going to work the same. Corrosion might have gotten boost damage-wise, because I think Gourmet's Corrosion gets stronger when it's evolved. Maybe, I'm not sure. Isolation works the same, Stomach works the same. Iron Wall now gives us a 40 damage buff. So no, this is just Guardian and... Yeah, this is just Guardian and Gourmet mushed together for right now. It doesn't do really anything extra besides built-in spatial manipulation, but only the kind of worst part of spatial manipulation. Although, this does not... I don't think this skill gives any sort of extra spatial damage buff, so it's not that important to have. Although, as is typical, it does have something to do with spatial damage, so we gotta test Swipe again. Like, this move does silly amounts of damage. I just want to see how much bigger it keeps getting. What is off so that our damage is only down to, like, 5 million? What happened there? Did I lose spatial manipulation again? Yes. Or I lost spatial domination. Why? I'm so confused. For some reason, I keep losing spatial domination, and I'm not entirely sure why. Mastered Eye of Truth. Also, there's some lag going on right now. I don't know, I should have spatial domination, and in fact, I think I'm going to need it for one of the skills we're going to be testing today, so I'm going to end up having to cheat that back in. We'll try and figure that out in a moment. Anyways, Beelzebub, it's sort of just there for right now. I'm assuming they're going to be upgrading it with the next mysticism update, or soon, to make it slightly better in some regard. Because right now it's an ultimate skill, but it's just the unique skills that you get put together. But it doesn't really make it easier to use. In fact, it kind of makes it more difficult if you want to put them both on the same bar. Now you have to like cycle through. You can't just say corrosion, defense, or whatever. I don't know. Not that exciting. It's called Beelzebub, but it feels like it should be more exciting than that. Anyways, there are 3 ultimates right now that I think we could get legitimately, and I kind of want to do that if we can. Being Melancholy's evolved form, which means we just need Thrower again, and then we need to master Thrower, then we need to master Melancholy. I need a Pure Magisteel Kunai, and I think I am out of Pure Magisteel, though. So that's going to be a quick trip underground, but that's okay, because we're already heading down there in a moment. Also, inventory management, I'm definitely just neglecting at this point. Where is the ancient city on this list? I know I have it marked somewheres, because Full Desert City, Endporter Full, Ancient City, there it is. Because while we're down here, we also need to get Sneak 500, or whatever it's called. Sneak 100, I think. Because that will in turn get us Hidden Ruler, which now has an ultimate skill, which is pretty cool. And then while I'm down here, I just need to go track down probably just a singular magic ore, because I think I only need like a nugget or 2. There's that, and there's that, which can be put into synthesis with Freerin. And in fact, I think I already have enough Magisteel to get Thrower back. So that's pretty cool. So there's Melancholy. Basically, I just need to master those skills and learn them. Then we have Hidden Ruler, which we already tested before. I just need to turn it into its ultimate. What is going on there? Those weren't glowing. My arms weren't glowing, and then they were glowing again. I don't know what skill is even doing that fully. Anyways, Melancholy, Hidden Ruler, and then finally we need to get Sniper back, which is just a crossbow and just a crossbow and a spyglass at this point, so we can head back home, and we'll start working on all 3 of these skills, because I want to see their ultimates. I probably already have a crossbow or 2. I don't... yeah, here's a regular crossbow. And don't I already have extra spyglasses? I did. I made a bunch of extra on accident. So in turn, this reacquires Sniper, which is another pretty great skill that I love using because it's so much fun. Let me deal with inventory stuff real quick. This is kind of a mess, and I would like at least some order in this nonsense, so I'll see you in a moment. Okay, inventory is managed. X button to grab the Pure Magisteel things, and I just need a single Pure Magisteel Kunai, right? Yep, and I already have Kunai things. I guess I needed a little bit more of the Magisteel than I thought I was going to need, but we still have pretty much no problem. In fact, we have a full extra ingot. You can sit in there. What did I do with the rest of the royal blood? Didn't I have like 15? Did I end up using it for one of the... Oh yeah, I used it when we were testing out Divine Human, that's right. And then I guess I got rid of what we should have had legitimately. Oh well, we can get more if we need it. Anyways, this allows us to get Thrower. There it is. Thank you. Now, that's 3 unique skills we need to train up real quick. Oh, I don't have Spatial Manipulation Mastered. That explains why we don't actually have... Wow, I am pressing every wrong button. That explains why we don't have Spatial Domination right now. I span swipe. That will train Spatial Manip, right? I think so. Maybe I have to do damage with Swipe instead? That still doesn't explain why Swipe's only doing 5 million now. Shouldn't it be doing a whole bunch more than that? Is this actually gaining training points for spatial manipulation? I think it's supposed to be, but it's not. I don't know. That's something we're gonna have to deal with in a moment, because I need that for, I think it's Thrower's Melancholy's ultimate skill, but I could be wrong. Anyways, ugh. Things are a bit choppy today. I think there might be something wrong with this, No, the slimes aren't even that bad. We've had much worse. Anyways, go back up here. And which one do we master first? Do we even care about mastering them legitimately? Because we've seen it before. I mean, kind of not really. But might as well do this as legitimately as possible. So let's grab out Thrower, Sniper, and... I cannot remember the last one right now. Sniper, Thrower, and Hidden Ruler. We literally just got all three of them, and I already forgot it. Except I don't have Hidden Ruler. Why do I not have Hidden Ruler? Things have broken. Like, it's... Oh, it's a... Never mind, never mind. That's apparently when you actually have to click to acquire it, which I kind of prefer, actually. Anyways, I don't think Hidden Ruler will have changed how it works, but let's double check real quick. It doesn't have a thing there, never mind. Cool. Wait, Thrower is already mastered. Did I already have it on this run and just forgot? I might have. Oh, I already had Melancholy on this run and forgot. That was a waste. Oh well. So, I guess I don't have to worry about that. Hidden Ruler can get turned off for a moment. Melancholy can get put on instead. Is it Turbulent Force? Grief. Gust. You've come closer to mastering Melancholy. Yes, spam click this a couple of times. Spam click Sniper a couple of times. And... Spatial Manip? Oh yeah, these are... Does this just work? Oh yeah, I guess just firing the gun. I appear to be breaking things by doing it like this. Whoops. Ah, well, it's fine, it's fine. Still Melancholy. It's got some cool effects, throw things and give debuffs. Sniper. Yeah, I think I've broke things by, like, spam clicking that button a couple of times. Give me a moment. I need to work out how to fix... Oh, I'm using the wrong ability on... it's on Sniper. Whoops. So, just Sniper gun just needs to be used a couple of times. Hidden Ruler copies abilities and saves them. How am I pressing every wrong button? I continue to press every wrong button. I don't remember what recruitment does. Is that like Greed's auto-tame thing, maybe? I don't remember. Ah, I can just use this on one of these dogs and it will work. Cool. Ah, it gives mind control to something that's not named, I'm assuming. And that's going to master it pretty quickly, and we can see how I'm going to master Sniper. But you know what? I could do that. But also I can just use a command, because we can see I can train that in like a minute or two. So let's ability mastery over Sniper up to max. And we're going to ability mastery on Hidden Ruler to max. Sniper, I skipped right past it. I don't really cares. I'm going to be using the command to give myself the skills anyways. Or I'm going to be giving myself the EP, not the... Yeah, whatever. I feel weird today. It's hard to explain. Anyways, Hidden Ruler also gets put to max. Now, for Melancholy to evolve into its ultimate form, we need 1 million MP. So, or 1 million, yeah, 1 million MP. So we're going to Tensura, abilities, or Tensura stats, Magicules add to max 1 million. Cool. Oisius Viciel actually popped up twice for some reason. I don't think there are two Viciels, are there? No, there's just the one. So, what's my current Magicals at? Yeah, apparently one of them only cost 300,000. That was not what I meant to do. I should have looked at this properly. So let's just boost our current back up to 300,000 because we need some... You know what? Fine, not what I meant to do, but it works. So we now have Oisios, Oisis, Viciel, and finally, Sniper needs Heracles, which in turn needs Spatial Domination Mastered. How do I train Spatial Manipulation again? Why is my max now up to... Is this training Spatial Manipulation? I don't know. Also, the weird health thing is causing issues. Oh, am I getting inspiration? Is that how it works? Devour? What is that? It might be a case that Frieren has the same abilities as we do, so we're in fact getting Inspiration 6 in return. But it's not popping up here? I don't know. There's something weird going on there. Anyways, we're having EP problems right now. Is Spatial Manipulation training right now? Because we need 35... I'm trying to do this legitimately, but it's working weird with this new update. It was at 35, it is now at 35. No idea why that's not working right. So I'm just going to set mastery for... Yeah, I'm just going to set mastery for spatial manipulation to full. Which in turn now lets us train up spatial domination. And from there, this skill should be pretty simple to learn in a moment. Animation can go away for a moment. Although, once again, it's going to be slow, and I don't know if this needs mastered, so I'll see you when it is. Actually, can I just do... I can do mastery points. Do I have to do learning points separately? I don't remember. Ah, that worked. Spatial domination has been learned. And now, to get Heracles, which is the evolved form of Sniper, I need 300 extra Magicules. So, I'm just going to do that. Heracles is now available to learn. Cool. That, in turn, allows us to switch out everything on bar 5 for their evolved forms, which I don't think any of these, say, like, beat TR Mysticism anymore, which is good. These ones seem like they're probably working better. So Heracles over that, Viciel over Hidden Roller, and Oisios over Melancholy. Although I do now have to... Viciel doesn't need learning, but the other two do. Interesting. So I guess we'll go over Viciel and I'll learn the other two in a moment. So, these ones definitely seem like they're working better. So, we have Ruling Authority, Ruling Authority is the start to Viciel, Inspiration 1 to every subordinate, to Inspiration 2 when it's mastered. Cool. If I toggle it, your presence will be removed from the tab list and untraceable via players typing out your name and trying to fill in the via tab mobs. Mobs will ignore player presence as long as they aren't close. So it's like Hidden Rulers Invisibility, where I just no longer exist. Cool, but my presence can still be felt through Inteus, so things can just get like pushed around out of nowhere, which is kind of funny. Learn and master skills, battle wills, magic related to darkness or hiding. Example, shadow motion, spells from the darkness spirit, form hide. Okay, so I guess when that's toggled, I just have very good abilities to learn things that let you hide. Like, I don't actually have any more here, but if I wanted to learn, like, Darkness Cube or something like that, I could do it very quickly. No, that doesn't really seem very fast in comparison. I don't know, it seems like most of the learning-based skills from the mods seem to be working a little bit weird with this update. Because, yeah, that doesn't seem much faster. If it's in the slot, I have all sounds are silenced, and user is buffed in shadows or at night. So if it's dark, and if it's I get boost, I'm true invisibility. If I run up to something, I can just kind of mess it up a bit. Now, we have True Copy, the active abilities. True Copy. Open a GUI, become able to select one skill from the target to copy, including the target's uniques, nullifications, and resistances. Copying skill will transfer it to a copy bank. No target found. Turn off Antaeus. It's apparently getting a wrong tab. So, like Hidden Ruler. Aha. So I can go in here and say, Absorb and Dissolve is now copied to the copy bank. I'm curious if I do it to the same mob again, if it will also work. Could I get self-regen as well? Yes, in fact, I can. So those are now in the skill bank for us to use. It's temporary and will be lost on death. If I use it while not looking at anything, or if I shift-click, I can see what's inside. Cool, I prefer that to the one from Hidden Ruler, because I can just use that GUI. I don't have to rely on getting a random thing that I couldn't really test out because we already have every skill. Game, you good? Oh no. Things seem less stable with this mysticism version. Even if these skills all work fully, I think I'm still going to revert to the old version. Oh no. Anyways, True Paste. Open the GUI, become able to select one skill from your skill bank to paste onto a target. And this includes nullifications and resistances, and it will remove it from my bank, but will in fact allow it to... it will remove it from here, but the target will have it until they die. I think that technically means that I could go over to Frieren, who has all of our skills. This is a decent test. Why does Frieren look like that? Oh yeah, I guess if I do this... Oh, all of the nullifications, all of our skills there. Does this include ultimates? Those are magics. Oh, aw. I can't copy all of the... Hold on, I need to make a new Frieren real quick, because this one's messed up a bit, because I ended up getting rid of the skill and giving it myself back. Out of Magicules? I don't know. Weird stuff is happening right now. I understand, I apologize. What is... I'm gonna have to revert. This is just kind of broken. Like, everything seems mildly broken right now. Anyways, let's wait a moment. Raphael, there you are, 2-0. Cool. Yeah, I can't summon a Manus at this point. Either that or I really just do not have enough MP to do it. Plus, all of my MP is currently being stolen. And somehow I have gained... I don't know what is happening right now. This is strange. Anyways, where was I? Visiel's True Copy and its paste abilities. Those are kind of cool. Definitely better than the Hidden Ruler ones. Darkness Conscription. Forcefully tame any mob in darkness or shadows. And as soon as I use it, the entire game froze. Yeah. Yeah, I think this update's causing more issues than it's adding cool things. Ability activation failed. Oh yeah, because I don't think you can forcefully tame a undead. Like, taming undead is not easy. Like, you can't use even Chosen One to do it. So, that's gonna wait. Next up is Shadow Jump. Shift and use places a marker. It has to be a dark location, otherwise it fails. Using it again while shifting inside a low light area allows you to teleport to your placed mark. If you crouch and use on an enemy, the enemy becomes art marked and you can use or can jump to them, even through dimensions. Okay. So basically, you can mark a target, either a place or a person, and you'll say, okay, friend, I will return to you soon. So, our direwolf here has been target marked placed. let's try going to the end real quick, because this is a good test. Game is not doing well. Yeah, And Shadow returned, basically. Hello, direwolf friend. You're very cool. Anyways, Shadow Jump is just like that. I could have marked the floor as well, but that's not too exciting. I now have also lost my ability to fly because I traveled through dimensions. Gravity domination, there it is. And finally, for Visial, is Petrichor Stained Destiny. That's quite the name. All subordinates under you immediately gain temporary strength 5 and speed 1 for 2 minutes. Crouching will make all subordinates jump to your location immediately. On top of the effect being bestowed, on mastery, the effects are doubled and the duration becomes 5 minutes. Does that include my slimes or just ones in range? Okay, it's just ones in range. So all of our subordinates get a pretty big boost, and I can sort of just get them to follow me a little bit better. So this is a pretty cool skill. This one is definitely based around getting subordinates and making them super powerful. Or I guess technically speaking, you could create like a clone, a body or a clone or whatever. Basically make it a bank to hold on to your super powerful skills so that if you get this ability again, you can use them. Actually, do I gain access to the skills I copy with this? I don't know. I think so. I think I can use the skills in the copy bank if I had to guess. I don't know, it's hard to actually test that. Let's get rid of Visiel's cooldown. Visiel, TR Mysticism, Visiel. There it is. And let's say it has self-regen and absorb and dissolve in it. I'm just going to give you both of those skills. Also, it is not gaining training points, which is interesting. I'm curious how you do it then. So now, I have no skills in here. If I say get rid of absorb and dissolve for myself real quick, ability cooldown, ability revoke, Tensura, absorb and dissolve. I think scrolling down would have been way faster, but oh well. Absorb and dissolve is right. I definitely rolled past self-regen, which would have also worked. Whatever. Absorb and dissolve has been revoked. You no longer have absorb and dissolve, but thankfully there's a slime over here that should still have it. You temporarily gain absorb and dissolve. Okay, cool. So if you have a hidden roller or Visial, you can basically make a bank and then gain temporary access to each of your deaths. So that's pretty cool. Although you can... You can't take one of your normal skills and give it to a subordinate. It has to be one of them in the copy thing. So, basically speaking, I could create a Freerin, take all the skills from Freerin, give them to, like, a Golem, one of the Adamantite ones, and from there I could copy them back on a new death. So that's all kind of cool. Visiel is pretty nice. It's definitely better than Hidden Roller. Although, I don't know. I ended up really liking the invisibility from Reaper/Hades, but like the true invisibility from Visiel is funny, but mostly helpful in multiplayer. Anyways, from there, I guess since Heracles is the one just got trained, we get to test this one first. So let's pull it up. So bullet time. Where is it? Heracles, there it is. Breathe. One misstep, one mistake, one failed shot in your power. Breathe. It could even slay a god. Breathe. I feel like most of these from mysticism are probably references that I don't understand. Transcend the limits of the mortal realm as the one true commander over the shadows and stealth. You truly are a monster, melding anything and everything together. That's all pretty cool. Also turn back on spatial domination. And let's turn off Heracles for just a moment, shall we? Because it's got an effect. So, target dummy. Let's pull out swipe real quick. Where is it? Swipe, swipe. I turned it off because of course I did. Swipe, I guess, is just going to replace Visiel for a moment. Let me up. Swipe is now maxing out at 5 million for some reason. I don't know what's happening. This update has broken more than I realized it broken, apparently. But Heracles... Yeah, it's even mastered now. Also, I think that's less damage than it was doing last time. Heracles apparently has bullet time, which is spatial damage and warp shot are passively applied. Okay, now it's up to 21 million damage. That's better. How much damage does a sniper pistol do? Although this is just a weak sniper pistol from sniper, so we can probably do better. Universal perception and true sight, so we can see through all forms of presence concealment. I'm curious if that includes hidden rulers presence concealment. Failed to acquire OCS due to lack of magicules. Game. Anyways, create weapon. Instead of creating a sniper pistol, generate an antimatter sniper rifle. When the sniper rifle is held, lose all your movement speed. Okay, so basically get stuck in place. Cool. Now this thing. How does this thing work? Right click to scope in, left click will scope to fire. You actually have to, Why did that get put on cooldown without being used and then promptly get put back on cooldown without being used? Okay, it's in hand. Scope in. How much damage was that? So, it says it does 1,000 spatial damage without any modifiers. Give me this, please. Wait, I don't think I ever gave myself... No, I do have Sandal Fawn in the groups. I was curious about that. I wasn't sure if I'd given myself them back. But I 100% missed the actual damage this thing did. That's 40 million. Hey, we have a new winner. Hold on, I need to pull out Uriel real quick. 40 million versus Uriel, which is only up to 30 million. Yeah, we have a new winner. Oh my goodness. Oh, and now we have 2 sniper rifles. Okay. Does just being in the offhand work? Yes, but also you can't move while you're holding it, so it's not worth it. And you can't just dual wield them because they both get put on cooldown. Anyways, we'll scoped in, highlight target weak points with a red cross. Piercing a weak point will deal 3 times damage. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. What is this skill? Where is the training dummy? I seem to have lost it in the move. I can unscope. That's a good thing. There it is. Do you have a red cross on you? No. What about our fish friend there? I don't see any sort of red X, but apparently it's supposed to have one, and it will say, oh, that's a weak point, and you'll do 3 times extra damage. I don't know, maybe on an otherworlder. Like, Panada's over there. Let's see. I'm not going to fire at her, but if it only works on other worlders, she is an otherworlder, so... Any red marks? I don't see any. I don't know. This skill, it's supposed to have an extra effect, but I can't see it. But it is still the strongest skill we've seen, period. By a matter of 10 million damage. Piercing a weak point will deal 3 times damage. Bullet speed is instantaneous and acts like a railgun, piercing all in the path. Rolling while scoped will allow you to change the zoom. Are you sure, game? Are you sure about this? Because it is not working. Another thing that I guess is slightly work in progress. Cool. Relay toner will appear across the screen. Right click at the right time to execute a perfect reload. Grants 50% extra damage on the next shot. Yeah. This appears to still be work in progress. Like, there's actually 0 reload timer anywhere on the screen right now. So, cool. Failing to execute the perfect reload leads to slower reload and doesn't boost your damage. Base damage is 25. Yeah, it's a very cool skill, but once again, work in progress. That seems to be the case for most things. All that's left of these 3 skills is Oisius, which requires Melancholy to be mastered and needs 1 million MP. So, we're just going to add 1 million. Cool. And now we have Oisius. Cool. So, what do we have here? It's got toggles, and guess what the toggles are? The overwhelming grief of the sins of transgressions long past have come back to haunt you. Will you make the right choice this time? So, we have thought acceleration and universal perception, of course. All players, even the wielder and mobs, regardless of their EP, are slowed by the player's baneful aura. Gain slowness 6 for 10 seconds while near the wielder. The wielder only gets slowness 2. Wielder gains resistance 2 passively. So, oh yeah, I have survivor, which means an abnormal condition resistance, so that doesn't matter. But I do permanently just have resistance 2, so that's pretty cool. Or at least I have resistance 2 while it's in the slot. That will go away. So that's pretty nice. I think Melancholy only gives you resistance 1, if I remember correctly. Anyways, when dropping below 25% HP or taking damage below 25% HP, knock all enemies within a 20 block radius backwards by a large amount and grant them slowness 10 and burden 4 for a while, on a cooldown of 1 minute. So if I was about to die, whatever did the damage, it's going flying and it's going to be feeling it, basically. Kind of a hard one to show off when we have an ultimate skill. Next, it has 3 active effects. Baneful Requiem, I am getting stuck in blocks. Wait, it's supposed to start on Gust. Cool. Generate strong blast of wind to throw and manipulate objects of deadly sharpened wind. Holding crouch will make your wind blast explode. Okay. So, oh, bye. So, much like Thrower and Melancholy, I can hold something and start. I don't think I ever saw that before. Basically, throw a block, it will do a bunch of damage. If I throw a sword, it'll do the basic sword damage. It's not mastered, so things will not come back. Keep that in mind. Anyways, then we have our normal, like, wind shot. This is not doing as much damage as I was expecting. Let's not... With our extra bonuses, that's still only like 300. That's not much at this point. Next up is Baneful... Baneful Requiem. Cry out, knocking back entities within 8 blocks with moderate knockback and inflicting them with blindness, weakness 2, and paralyzing them for 10 seconds. So things get pushed and then they feel it, and that is not what it said you were going to give it, game. Or wiki. Is the wiki just wrong in some places? It definitely feels like it. So yeah, basically, something's getting too close or there's a group about to come at you. Hit this, they're going flying, and then once again, they're going to feel it for a bit. And finally is Turbulent Force. Pick up and control the movements of an entity you pick up. Maximum height of 10 blocks. I need to wait 7 more seconds. Then, looking at the time, as soon as we use this skill, we're going to be ending off. But, Turbulent Force. Yeah. Range is maxed out at 3. Now it's up to 7. Oh, interesting. Unlike with Melancholy and whatnot, where you can grab something that's pretty close up and then just drag it closer and far away. It's stuck at whatever range you pick it up from. That's not great. Like, that's an actual downgrade from its previous form. Oh, that's not the skill I meant to use. Now I have 4 sniper rifles. So, I don't know. I'm not sure this one's a big upgrade. Much like Beelzebub, it feels like this should be stronger than the previous skill, but it's not yet. This is another one where it feels like it's probably work in progress. Like, this is not feeling like an ultimate skill right now. Oh, yeah, of course I shift click it, so that's not gonna work. Yeah, even mastered, it's still only up to... Yeah, that's still only 420. This doesn't feel like an ultimate skill. This, this, this kind of feels like this feels like Melancholy got another unique skill upgrade. Like, Thrower got some buffs into Melancholy, but it was still a unique. This feels like Melancholy became Oisius, but is still a unique. It doesn't... This is probably the weakest ultimate skill. Like, every other ultimate skill can do millions of damage, and this is maxing out at like 400. It's not that great. And it literally is downgraded for this skill. I'm gonna assume this is another one where they're working on it. Like, obviously, the ones we tested last time, like, this skill, part of it just straight up doesn't work. And we tested out... What was the other skill we did last time? I feel like there was a second... Oh yeah, Beelzebub. Beelzebub, it's just 2 skills to max together. It's supposed to get upgraded versions of both of them, but not really yet. I don't know. There's a lot of new stuff in this update of Mysticism. Like, but it seems like a lot of it's not quite working right. So, Visiel and Heracles, those ones are both working properly. But Oisius, Beelzebub, and Adaphasia, none of those 3 seem work in progress. Curious how the rest of them will line up. We're gonna do... Yeah, we're gonna do one more episode looking at this Mysticism add-on. I don't know, what other ultimates are there that got added in, and which of them do we think is in a stable enough position to actually try? I mean, I should try them all just to see. Like, I want to see all of them. But it seems like waiting on the rest might also be a good idea. So I don't know. Next time, I'm kind of on a toss-up whether or not I revert and just do the 3 that I know are going to work and have Raphael working properly, or if I keep looking through these. What is left? I think most of the other new ultimate skills are actually evolved from the 7 new unique skills they added in, if I remember correctly. Let's see. We have Ante Vorta, which is from Seer. So that's one we're going to end up having to spawn in. We could probably do Seer legitimately, but that's going to take ages. Antithesis is the evolved form of Inverse, which is added new. Yeah. So there's the 7 new unique skills. I think at least 4 of those new uniques has an ultimate skill. As Bushiasta is evolved from Stagnator, which is new. Maybe I should be looking at this list instead. Just so you can actually see it. I'm just off on a different panel looking at stuff. Grant. Zezbeth is new. I think that was evolved from one of the new ones. Falsifier. How do we get Falsifier again? That's a base game one. That's a utility, I think? Falsifier. Maybe it's attack? Or maybe it's defensive? Reflector. Where's Falsifier? There it is. Oh, we could do that one pretty simply. Invisibility is I was going to say a golden carrot with the thing, but no, that's wrong. Invisibility is made from fermented spider's eyes and... No, it is night vision inverted. I was thinking I might have been wrong with that, but no, I was right. Yay. So you could probably do that one pretty simply. Like, I have carrots. I only need 8. That's one we can do legitimately. And I kind of want to do the legitimate ones legitimately if I can. But we are also in cheat mode. Do you know what? We might be going to the test world to do the rest of these, I think. Because I think most of them are going to be me setting up, oh, give me this skill, this skill, this skill, and this skill. Also, I'm giving myself back the... What are you doing here? I'm sorry, what? How did you spawn? I'm giving myself back the 3 million magicules we had before it ended up taking our magicules back away for... How are we doing? We had 3 million magicules, and then it stole all of our magicules when... What is happening? It's... Well, I just don't understand. Things broke when I updated. What is taking my magicules if not infinite regen? Is that Uriel? Yeah, it might be ultra speed regen. But I'm also not regenning. Things are weird. Things are looking really weird. Freeren's fixed again, though. I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably going to revert to this profile so that we can do the other ones. And then I'll just pull up a different profile to cheat in the rest of the ultimate skills to test, because this one is breaking, like, right now, and I'd rather not break this one. So for right now, I'm going to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone so much for watching again, and we need to make a special thank you to the members. Right now, that is still just the Gaming Tornado, but thank you so much. Anyways, for real now, take care, everybody.